Aloha, my name is Dylan, and today I'm going to show you how to get custom assets for your game in Unreal Engine using some AI stuff. Then also I'm going to kind of show you how to use collision so you can actually use that asset to walk on and use in your game. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to begin with a AI program. I'm using Chat GPT. You can use whatever you want and generate a photo. I already have a bunch of photos in here for this level and kind of the idea of the art style that I want already. But either you can bring in a photo and ask it to generate another photo of something similar. But what I need to do is oh, and if you've already been working on photos, make sure to say like, thank you. Um, this looks great. Uh, because if you don't say like that you understand that the photo's there, that it got done the way you wanted it to get done, the chat will generate like something that's similar to the last photo you did. So if you say, this is great, it's not going to do that. Okay, now I need a giant statue with the same art style as this level and let it generate. Okay, now we have something like this, and it'll give you like a background. We don't need that background, so what we're going to do is, can you remove the background, please? Sometimes it'll give you two images, so just kind of pick the one you like the best. I like this one the best. I'm just going to click it open. Okay, well, let's go back. And I want to say one is better. You'll still have access to both. Okay, so now I'm going to click the download button here and download this image and download. Okay, I'm going to open my file explorer. I am going to, first I'm going to drag and drop. Oh, I'm going to move this off to my second screen real quick just so I can get this image in here. Okay, so I want to go to my folder where I have this level, the Veil Root Depths, and I want to make a new folder calling it the statue or whatever you want. And I'm going to drag this photo into this folder. I like to change the view to large icon so I can actually see the photo. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on my other screen real quick. And what we're going to do is pull up Trippo. So this is Triple. It's a 3D modeling AI program. It works very well. I've used other AI 3D modeling and it does not work as well. So all I do is I take this image and I drag it into the box on the left and hit generate. All right, now that this is generated, take a look at it. It looks pretty good to me, but if it doesn't look good, you can come down and have some free retries. If you have, if you're a monthly subscriber, which I am, there is a free trial and you do get 1,000 free credits your first time. So now what I'm going to do is hit export. And export again. Make sure it's an FBX, which I like. You can rename it if you'd like. Every time I rename it, it doesn't save the way I want it to, so it's okay. Make sure you're on Blender. And if you want to use the bottom center pivot, you can do that as well, which I usually do on assets like statues and other things that I put in the level, just not on characters. Characters I do in Blender myself. Okay, so export. Okay, once it's exported, we're going to open up this zip file. I'm going to copy both of these and drag it into this folder with the picture in it. The reason why I want the picture in this folder, just don't delete it, is because the FBX file won't show a picture of what the object is or the asset is. So that's why I keep, a photo reference in here just so I can see it and be, oh, okay, that's what I want. Okay, so now we're going to X out of that and go into Unreal. Okay, so now that we have this here, what I'm going to do, let's find a good place for this, and I want it in my Veil Root Depths folder. And I'm just going to create a folder called statue. Okay, I'm going to open that up. Now open up my files and just click and drag just the FBX. Don't do this file on the side, the FBM file. It will automatically import. Okay, now that we're here, we just want to check to make sure all these settings are correct. We want to go to static mesh, go down to import static meshes, make sure that is checked. Mine is checked. Then we're going to go over to materials, import materials, make sure that's checked, and textures, import textures, make sure that is checked as well. That's all you need. And then import. Okay, now that this is imported into your game, we're going to rename just the static mesh to SM for static mesh underscore. And this level is the Veil Root Depths. So I'm going to go VRD statue because I have lots of statues in this game. So we want to make sure that we are naming it correctly. Okay. I'm going to move this off the screen, but no, I'm going to be moving just the static mesh. Actually, I'll just do it right here into our level. Okay. Now that we have this into our level, I want this to be giant. And we're going to turn it, delete this. And we're just going to kind of place it where we want it in our level. Okay. So in theory right now, let's make it a little bigger. In theory right now, what you could see is stairs going up. So I would like my character in my game to walk up those stairs, and I'm going to add like some stuff up here, like an interact button later. But I want my character to walk up these stairs. So let's see if that works. Oh, it does not work. It is not letting me go up these stairs because of the collision settings aren't right when you import these kind of FBX meshes from AI or any other created asset that you make. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the statue in here. But we're going to come over here. We're going to right click on the static mesh and we're going to duplicate it. We are going to name this collision. And I have multiple things in this game called collision. You can name it collision. Sometimes my spelling's off, but I don't care because I'm not going to use it except for this one thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to double click on our static mesh, open it up, and we're going to scroll down to our collision settings. Collision, you might have yours closed, but I like to keep it open, the collision presets. What we're going to do is come to this complex collision mesh. We're going to click and drag it into there. And we're going to come up to collision complexity and use complex collision as simple. Okay, save. Now we're going to go back into Stalker, or back into our level editor. We're going to take that collision and we're just going to drag that out into the world. Hit F to get close if you would like. Next, what we're going to do is come up to the selection mode up here. We're going to find modeling. Once it's modeling mode, on the left-hand side, we will find mesh. And what we are going to do is weld. Weld overlapping mesh edges. Okay, click on that. This takes a little bit to do, sometimes depending on the complexity of the mesh. Okay, now we're going to hit accept when it lets us. Okay, now that it's finished, we're going to go back over to the left and we're going to hit simplify. Simplify the selected mesh. So make sure your mesh is still selected. Click simplify. I find sometimes in simplify it takes a little long. So what I do is I kind of come over here to the left where it's empty and click off. If you click into your level, it will unselect the mesh. It still has worked for me, but I just don't want to jeopardize anything. So I like to come over here, click, okay. Now hit accept and let it finish. Okay, now that it's done, we can go back to selection and we can delete this out of the level. Now I'll come back here, hit save again just in case. We'll go to our level and test it out. And now Jack can walk up and interact with this mesh. The collision is almost perfect. There are some minor things that can go wrong, but for the most part, you can walk around it, interact with it. You can add changes to it. Like I'll probably add some lights and flames right here. You can overlap different things. And I'm just going to do a spotlight. Have it a dark purple. Just like that. All right. Thanks for watching.